Tracie Hunter wants a new trial. Her attorney says two of the jurors who convicted the suspended juvenile court judge actually wanted to acquit her, but didn't get the chance to say that. Local 12's Jeff Hirsh covered the Hunter trial, joins us now with an explanation of this latest twist. Jeff?
Well, to some who are about to hear the defense's rationale in this case, it's just a technicality. But if you're the defense or defendant, it's not a technicality at all. It's potentially critical.
For the record, there is a judgment of guilty on count 6, which is a felony of the 4th degree.
Last Tuesday, a Hamilton County jury found suspended Judge Tracie Hunter guilty of passing privileged court documents along to her brother, trying to prevent the brother from being fired from his county position. There was a hung jury on the 8 other counts. Today, defense attorney Clyde Bennett asked Judge Norbert Nadel, trial judge in the Hunter case, to throw the guilty verdict out.
I think a mistrial should be declared on count 6.
Bennett says under Ohio law, a verdict is not final until the jury is polled in open court. Asked one by one, is this your true verdict? Bennett says that did not happen the day all verdicts were announced. And he had affidavits from 2 jurors saying if they had been polled, they would have declared not guilty.
The jurors that I spoke to, the 2 jurors, said that they were never in agreement that Judge Hunter was guilty of anything, and there was an acquiescence to a guilty finding on count 6 as a result of pressure.
Bennett says polling the jurors in open court is a safeguard.
To some people out there, that might sound kind of suspicious because you're saying, well, how does a layperson know so much about polling or know so much about the process? That is within the realm of a layperson. Most people know that if you're on a jury, you're going to have to stick your hand up and say, that's my verdict at one time. And that's what these jurors were anticipating, and that's the information that they swore out in the affidavit.
If count 6 is thrown out, Bennett says he expects a new trial on all counts, not just the one in question.
I'm not afraid to try this case again.
What turned out to be the guilty verdict was actually returned October 10th. Remember that date. And it was sealed, not announced. The jury was polled at that time, but not asked one by one guilty or not guilty. They're just asked, have you reached a verdict on the count in question? They all said yes. The guilty verdict was unsealed October 14th, 4 days later when deliberations ended, but the jury was not polled again. The judge saying they had been polled before and it was not necessary. But defense attorney Bennett says the jury should have specifically been asked at that last possible minute, what is your true verdict? Bennett also said, unfortunately, there were racial overtones here. The 2 jurors in question filed the affidavits are African American. 9 of the 12 jurors were white. Back to you.
All right, Jeff, thank you. And Judge Nadel will consider the defense motion for a new trial on November 13th. Judge Hunter is scheduled to be sentenced December 2nd, but that potentially could change. No comment from the special prosecutor.